Hi guys, welcome back to The Educated Barfly. Today we are going to do a cocktail called the A La Louisiane. Actually, this cocktail goes by 3 different names. It either goes by the A La Louisiane, or the La Louisiane, or the De La Louisiane. It was the house cocktail of the De La Louisiane Creole restaurant in New Orleans, and it was first printed in Stanley Clisby Arthur's 1937 book, Famous New Orleans Drinks and How to Mix Them. Cool, that's what I got for you on it. It's a gosh darn good cocktail. I'll tell you that today I'm using hand cut ice, and actually a lot of people have been commenting about where I get my ice. So I will say this. I get my ice 2 different ways. I either go to a company called North Hollywood Ice, which is my local ice company, and I get my crushed ice from them, or like pebble ice that comes from like a Scotsman's machine, right? And it makes this pebble ice. Or I go to, I get it from this company called Neve. Anyway, that company only distributes in California. So when you're looking for this type of ice, going to your local ice company, if you have one, is a good way to start. Today I'm using hand cut ice. I actually cut this from a larger block. It's nice and clear. I like it because I can use bigger glasses and just make it look a little prettier. But so if you're looking for that ice, like your local ice company, now if you also live in a major city, you could, there's a lot of ice companies that are making cocktail ice sprouting up, so you can kind of do some research and see if you find it that way. And if all else fails, to do the crushed ice that I do, you could always use a hand crank crusher. You can find one usually at online or bartending supply stores, or even some vintage shops will have some old ones, and they work really well as well. And then barring all else, you could just use a mallet and a bag, but that's way off topic from what we're doing today. So let's get into the cocktail. The first thing that I'm going to do is just 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters, and then we're going to estimate 1 dash of absinthe. And you guys are going to forgive me, but one of these days I'll get a dasher. I'll get it in a dasher. So just estimate a dash there. And then we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of Benedictine. Three-quarters of an ounce of sweet vermouth. And then just 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey. And then we are going to lower our big ice into there. It's nice and tempered. And we're going to give it a stir until it is properly chilled and brought down to temperature, which will then also make it diluted the way that we want it as well. All right, I have done this for about 60 seconds now, but you can do it anywhere between 30 and 60 seconds depending on the quality of the ice that you're using. There we have it. I was actually a little bit messy, and I like things to be clean, so I'm just gonna wipe off our glass here a little bit. There we go. That's just my OCD. Literally doesn't matter, I'm making it for myself. Then we're just going to pull a lemon peel and spritz it on the top. Give it a nice little rub down. Kind of tuck it behind that ice. There you have it, my friends, the A La Louisiane. Let's taste it. This drink is going to be in that same vein as a Monte Carlo or a, sorry, it's so good I gotta drink it again. It's gonna be in the same vein as like a Monte Carlo or a Cock and Bull Special. You know, you get a lot of the sweetness from the Benedictine, but you also get kind of a cinnamon style flavor. You know, you've got, you know, it balances well with the sweet vermouth. There's just a tiny hint of anise, which isn't my favorite flavor profile personally, but it works so well in this cocktail. And then a little spice from the rye. And you get a nice citrus pop from that lemon peel. There you have it, my friends. The A La Louisiane.